This week's Torah portion is called Vayechi, which means, and he lived. And these are words that have taken on particularly significant meaning this week for so many of us who have followed very closely the details of Damar Hamlin, who is a football player for the Buffalo Bills, who suffered a cardiac arrest during the football game on Monday night. And so many people watched with horror as he collapsed on the field and they performed CPR. And we all prayed that he would live. And at this point on Friday afternoon, it seems that we can truly say, Vayechi, and he lived. Thanks to the saving acts of the training staff of the team and all the medical personnel. Some other reactions that have come from this have been people saying, well, this helps us put things into perspective, and saying, this is bigger than football. And I have to tell you, everything is bigger than football, except for hockey. No offense to hockey, I just don't watch. But in all seriousness, life and death of any human being is always bigger than the outcome of a sporting event. That we should never have to all collectively witness a tragedy, or a near tragedy as the case may be, for us to say, oh, well, this helps us put things into perspective. Life should always be in perspective. And it is good that we're able to have this moment that we collectively notice and take account of the importance of life and how it supersedes all other things. But perhaps we take this lesson and carry it with us in every interaction that we have with our loved ones, with friends, even strangers. And yes, even perhaps that person who drives way too slow in front of us going down the road that might drive us a little crazy. But we also recognize they are equally created in the image of God, just like we are. Their life, their safety, their security matters just as much as ours does. And we get this from the Torah portion this week. In Parashat Vayechi, we learn that Jacob dies. And Joseph's brothers are very nervous that Joseph's going to still want to exact vengeance on them. And so they come to him and say, our father, Jacob, would not want you to hold a grudge against us. And they go a little bit further. They say, now, if that's not good enough, remember that our father was a servant of God, just like you, just like us, equally servants of the same God. And therefore, you should not treat us badly. You should, even though we didn't act so nicely to you before, don't hold a grudge, because we are all equally deserving of life and moving forward together. And Joseph hears their plea, and he recognizes that, yes, despite our past, we are all equally B'Tselem Elohim, the image of God. We are all of the same Father, and we all share one destiny. And I think that's a beautiful lesson, and that it shouldn't take, like I said, a collective tragedy that we all see happen before us. It shouldn't take major events for us to sit back and acknowledge that when we see any other human being, that their life is valuable, that we are truly equal, and that we should actually take active care, whether it's through prayer or whether it's through actually reaching out and helping to take care of them, that we should really value their life just as much as we do our own. It's a good lesson for this Shabbat. I want to wish you all a wonderful Shabbat Shalom. I look forward to seeing so many of you here for First Friday service and dinner tonight here at Mitzvah. And if I don't see you here then, I hopefully will see you very soon. Shabbat Shalom.